Yeah, we're back with another episode. Player profile series continues, man. T Dub. What's up, man? What's up with you?
I'm good, brother. I'm good, brother. I got this pimple on my shit, bro. Excuse my French. Got this pimple on my face, man. Shit bothering me. That's it though. I'm good though.
Hey, man, Noxzema, if you're watching this, hook my boy up. Free face
Forget
care
Noxzema.
for a
Florence
year.
Pugh, if you watching this, hook me up for a year.
All right. Who you got for your first player, bro? Who you got,
For my
man?
first player, bro. For my for my first player, I got Cam Boozer. Uh,
A blue
for
do
the
devil on a
big
nominal voice
man.
pod.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically the second one that we done did, bro. We had Mr. Khan Knipple. He was a Blue Devil. But anyway, got Cam Boozer. Was born in Salt Lake City, Utah. Attended Duke. Averaged good 22.5 points per game, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 55.6% from the field. So he actually had a pretty good season at Duke. All things considered, is a very great player for them. Great guy, great teammate. He's had some comparisons to Bankero, K Love, Al Horford, guys of those in their prime, not talking about now, but like in their prime, those are all pretty good players in their own right. Some pretty good comp to be compared to, honestly, for him. And I can kind of see it. I mean, his game is kind of big manish, but he's slightly undersized for how he plays. I'm not sure how that'll transfer over to the NBA, but all things considered, he is a good solid piece for any team. But I'm not sure if he'll just end up being that a solid piece or if he'll actually become what he potentially could be based off of like what the scout reports and the comparisons say. But he was picked third by Memphis. And they actually would like him to be an immediate impact on their team based off of everything that I just named, like the potentials and how good he played at Duke. But like I said, it would just be we're just gonna have to see what actually comes from Cam Boozer. Because like I said, I don't think he's a bad player. I just don't know how his game will translate to the league because he has he pretty much plays like a small big. Like, I mean, like this kind of his game. And I don't know like how that'll look later on down the road. But I mean, obviously it was enough to get him drafted number three. And I could be wrong. I mean, he could just come in, he could evolve his game a little bit, turn into a premier three level scorer, get it done at all levels. But they're looking for him to be an immediate impact, and they are rebuilding down there in Memphis, so they're kind of focusing on getting their young talent. Did they sign Triple J? Didn't they?
No,
Was-
not
Oh, they
Memphis.
did sign. They did sign Triple J. Oh, so where did he? So he got traded as well.
Yeah, Triple Jason is in
Okay, so
Utah.
yeah, full rebuild mode. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I just want to make sure that I ain't have my information incorrect. But yeah, they're in a full rebuild mode. So them drafting him in number three, they definitely would like him to be a centerpiece of their team, like moving forward, trying to put some pieces around him. I'm just really not sure, like I said, if the build around him will work out, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I believe Cam Boozer is actually the favorite to win Rookie of the Year this season. And a lot of people's high on Cam Boozer. He was a very solid player in college, player of the year. And the good thing is with him in Memphis, they might not win a lot of games this year, but he's gonna get as many touches as he's won because outside of Cam Boozer, the only other players even worth mentioning offensively is like Jeremy Grant and such a coward, and I guess Ty
Yeah.
Jerome. But from like a on paper, this should be the worst team in the Western Conference next year. Like if Memphis even get 27, 28 wins, that should be like a good year for them. So Cam Boozer, Zach Edey, at least they got something in their front court for the future. So I mean, it's a solid pickup for the Grizzlies. Solid pickup.
Yeah,
And he's
solid
definitely
pickup.
he's a switch up from what they had in John Morant in terms of Cam Boozer has no image issues. no character issues. He's not going to do anything crazy off the court. So they're trying to rebuild that look between, yeah, his game isn't that very exciting. Neither is Zach Edey's, but at least it's like these are two solid guys on and off the court. So for this next era of Grizzlies basketball,
Yeah, for
so
sure. Uh, I don't think it's a bad pick. Like I think it was a safe pick. I think it was a safe pick. Like you can't really go wrong with a pick like Cam Boozer because I mean, like, girl, I mean, if he doesn't pan out to be franchise altering, I think he'll still be a solid player, like regardless of what turns out. So it was a pretty safe pick, and then it will set you up. So, like you said, like you will have something to work with, even if he's not your guy. He will be a guy on your team. So solid pickup, like you said.
so we go with the Los Angeles Lakers. The guy I chose, Quentin Grimes, Houston guy, went to the University of Houston, got drafted to the Knicks back in 2021. Um, the Lakers is actually his fifth team in 5 years. So he's played for the Knicks, Pistons, Mavericks, 76ers, and now the Lakers. Last year, he averaged 13, 3, and 3 on 33% shooting from deep. Not the best shooting season for a guy that's known to be a shooter, but I do anticipate him playing with Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves in that JJ Redick system. He should be able to get 15 minutes per game. I don't know if Grimes can be a full-time starter for them or if it's gonna be like a six-man type hybrid role, but regardless, Grimes, he's the type of guy that you want beside Luka Doncic. And Grimes has shown people try to classify him as a shooter. He's more of a scoring, shot creating type player. He got some on ball juice. He can score. He can shoot. He can drive. He has good size on him. Grimes was one of them. He was one of them guys from last summer that tried to bet on themselves. So remember, it was him, Josh Giddey, Jonathan Kuminga, Cam Thomas, and Josh Giddey was the only one that actually sounded like a long term deal. So shout out to Quinn Grimes. He got the 4 year, $60 million deal from the Lakers. The bet work on himself because last year, well, 2 years ago, he finished the year on a good note with the Sixers because they was all injured. But then last year with them having Maxey and Edgecombe, Kelly Oubre, they didn't really play him a lot down the stretch, but pretty good. Um, I don't really got too much. He's not gonna be a world beater. Not at least unless he takes a major jump this year. But Grimes for 15 million, if you average 15 points for the Lakers, that's a huge win for them for them getting Grimes this summer. So we what you got next?
My next player, I'm take it down to Los Angeles. Or I mean, well, staying in Los
Stay in
Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Yeah. Um, Clippers guy, Keaton Wagler, new pick. They drafted him, picked him up number five, I believe. Yeah, number five, picked him up.
Over Darius Acuff.
Hey, I'm not a fan of the Clippers, so listen, they did what they did. They did what they felt was best for their team. I'm gonna just speak on what Keaton Wagler does. I'm not gonna compare him to A Cup. A Cup is a guy. He's a guy. But Wagler, I mean, not a scrub. 6'6". He was born in Shawnee, Kansas. Attended Illinois. He averaged 17.9 points per game, 5.1 rebounds, 4.2 assists on 44.5% shooting. He did stroke it good from deep though. I think he shot like 39.7% from deep. And I think that's what kind of gave him the nod for the Clippers picking him over Acuff because what they want I think they want to put him as more of a combo guard, like a play him off ball, like with Darius Garland doing the bulk of the playmaking and stuff like that. And maybe you have a floor spacer, like if he can seriously be an outside threat, that'd be a good piece. Besides a guy like Darius Garland, it takes some pressure off of Darius Garland, so he doesn't have to do a whole lot of scoring. I mean, if he could set up Keaton Wagler, if he pans out to be that way, I mean, he's been, it's that's kind of what they're leaning towards as far as him shooting. Because what I was looking up some stuff and I think they want to have him under 2 to 3 year development plan where they're gonna use him more off ball and then later on down the road they're gonna use him as like a secondary playmaker to Darius Garland. But I mean that just really depends on how this team turns out because like who knows in a few years, I mean, they might just be off of Darius Garland? Like, what if Keaton Wagler comes out and he shocks them even more than just like, hey man, like we got something in this kid. Or I mean, hopefully not the opposite happens, but if he goes the other way and it's like, well, um, he won't be our guy over Garland. But I don't know, man. All in all, they picked him, and he's had some crazy comparisons to some crazy people. I mean, he's been compared to SGA, who's an MVP, two-time MVP. He's been compared to All-Star Tyrese Halliburton. He's been compared to Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves, I mean, in his prime, he wasn't no scrub. The great guard. I mean, he didn't do nothing crazy, but I mean, he wasn't a bum by any means. So he's got some good comparisons. He's got like a high ceiling as far as potential and what they see could be. It's just is that what he's gonna become? And I'm not sure. I think he'll just pretty much be like just a decent combo guard. I mean, he'll be a threat from deep. Like he'll probably have his games where he get hot. I mean, he had a game like that in the summer league. He got hot. I think he had a 26-point game in the summer league. Pretty good showing. Uh, so I mean, he has good ability, but it remains to be seen what he'll actually become. I guess like both of my guys, Keaton Wagler and Cam Boozer, these guys, I'm just kind of waiting to see what they'll pan out to be. I'm not gonna jump on like and be like I believe in him, but I don't want to say I don't believe in him.
Uh, just to clarify, for your notes, was the comparison Austin Reeves or Austin Rivers?
Oh, Austin Rivers, my fault.
Okay.
I kept saying
Nah,
Reeves.
I figured you meant Austin Rivers, but
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
was
I
like, yeah, I
was.
was like, Reeves hopefully is still in this problem if you're a Lakers fan.
Yeah, yeah. I did not mean to say Reeves.
Austin
My
Rivers is
fault.
out of the league.
Yeah, Rivers. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, Austin Rivers do the same thing that you and I do right now. He talks about basketball,
yeah.
so
He talking
just
about it.
wanted to make sure that we talk about the same guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not Reeves, my fault, but I was spamming his name too.
Yeah, I mean, Austin Reeves is a good scorer. I mean, hey, there's worse
He,
guys you can beat than Austin Reeves.
yeah, yeah.
So I mean, hey, Austin Reeves, you watch this man for $3 anytime, bro. Always welcome. Um, Austin Reeves, Arkansas guy. I'm also gonna talk about Arkansas guy. So for me, I have the Miami Heat. Bobby Portis is from Arkansas. He went to the University of Arkansas. He's a Razorback. Drafted in 2015 to the Bulls. So Bobby Portis, he had like an interesting start to his career. He was solid at Arkansas. Goes to the Bulls. He could be their power forward in the future. He could just be a bench guy. I don't know if you remember this or not. I don't know how close you was tracking the Bulls back then, but this was actually pretty much national news. But his most famous moment in Chicago was for punching Nikola Mirotic in his face, and he broke his jaw and gave him a concussion. Do you remember that?
I do not.
They suspended Portis for a couple of weeks for that. Like, because I think something happened in practice. I don't know if Mirotic was talking shit, if maybe he got physical with Bobby Portis, because this was back when Bobby Portis used to be a crash out bad, and
Obviously.
he punched bro. He broke his jaw and concussed him. So shout out Bobby Portis, man. He's played for four teams: Washington Wizards, the Bulls, the Knicks. Um, been with the Bucks, won a championship with the Bucks, and now he's going to his fifth team and joining the Miami Heat. He was part of the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade from Milwaukee to Miami. So Bobby Portis last year averaged 13 and 6. Bobby Portis, he's a very solid big man. I mean, is he going to make people super excited if he started? No, but as a bench player, he's one of the better reserve bigs in the league because he can shoot, he can score inside. He's a good energy guy. He can rebound. He can defend. He doesn't overstep. Like in Miami, he's gonna be a good fit either beside Bam when Giannis off the floor, or he can play beside Giannis as he had for the past few years with Milwaukee. They won a championship together. So I do like the fact that the Miami Heat was able to get Bobby Portis with Giannis in that trade because this is a team that's gonna need some offense, and Bobby Portis he can provide the offense for him. You know what I'm saying? So, and two guys like Bobby Portis he should have been stuck riding away in Milwaukee after they traded Giannis too. So shout out to Bobby Portis, man. You came into the league with this bad rep. He's done changed it around completely, man. Like now he's known as a good locker room guy, a good vet. So maybe he can help guys like Jovic out down there. Jovic had like a really rough year last year for Miami Heat. So maybe playing beside Bobby Portis, coming off that bench together, could be big things for Miami, man. I know I think think my boy Josh was like either Josh or Nick. Somebody was like the Heat is gonna be back in the playing tournament. Bobby Porter's if Bobby Porter's gonna be one like a finalist for 6 man a year, I still see the Heat being a playing team. I don't know if people thought I was gonna say they're gonna make it out of the playing team. I don't think the Heat are better than only their top 16 in the East.
I'm
But
not,
Miami could be the seventh seed next year, man. So hey, shout out
hey,
Heat culture. Let's go. Let's get it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When you went on that whole spiel about him, being a finalist, I thought you was about to be like, they gonna be like out to play in or like, a top, one of the better seedings. And I was like, where's he getting at with this? I was like, I don't think Bobby Portis is taking them like from a playing team to a top six seed. I don't think that's I mean, Bobby Portis is good though. I agree with the stuff you were saying. Bobby Portis is solid pickup, and I'm glad he isn't rotting away. Um, and I'm glad he got out of there. But like, I mean, Miami, it's yeah. I think Bobby Portis should be a solid player though. I mean, like he always is. And shout out to him for turning his image around. It's crazy. I did not know he pretty much shattered bro's jaw like and gave him a concussion. That's actually crazy, bro. Bro should have been a boxer.
She's strong as hell. I mean, and Mirich is a really good player. He played good for the Bulls and the Bucks actually, and he really he just went back to EuroLeague. Like he was just like, you know what, f NBA, f these Americans, and like he went to EuroLeague and won MVP. Like very talented player, but I guess that kind of situation right there kind of traumatized bro. So
I would be
um,
traumatized too, bro.
I don't have much to say about Keaton Wagler. I think Keaton Wagler is closer to Malcolm Brogdon than any of them All Stars that you named. I will say for the Clippers, running the treadmill, man. This is the run of the mill. Like I just got to this franchise, man. It's just like I can't talk about this franchise, man. I think this potential, this pick, you pass on Darius Acuff because you have Darius Garland, who the Cavs traded for the worst playoff performer in NBA history. And they said they have a better chance of winning a championship with James Harden than Darius Garland. Darius Acuff is the fourth best player in this draft, and you don't draft him because you have Darius Garland.
I mean,
Darius
uh,
Garland, shout out to Rich Paul and Clutch Sports, because I promise you, this is his last max contract in the NBA. T-Dub, our next four teams, we have the Milwaukee Bucks, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Orlando Pelicans, and the reigning NBA champions, the New York Knicks, man. T-Dub, till next time, bro. Go Clips. Clip City, Chip City, man. Out the mud with it.